In this video, I would like to share with you some strategies you can use to cope when you are under pressure. It is not uncommon for us to work under pressure. It happens a lot in the workplace. In fact, when you go for an interview, these folks will ask you, can you work under pressure? And we now, as the interviewee, we are responding and we are saying yes, right? So it becomes a norm. We are thinking it is a normal thing, but it happens. And that's one of the reasons, by the way, I'm sharing with you some of the strategies you can use when you are under pressure. So first of all, when you have a number of tasks to do, you will have to figure out the ones that needs to be completed now. So don't look at everything all at once. Don't get too overwhelmed and say, oh my God, I have to complete all of this task by the end of the week. Sure enough, you probably have to complete a bunch of tasks within a week's period, but you will have to look and see what is it that needs to be completed now. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about Friday. Don't worry about any of that. Look and see what needs to be completed now and do them in those order. Those are the kind of things would really help you, to cope, when you are under pressure. There's no question about that. Also, you want to break down your task into small pieces. I'm sure many of you know all of this, but sometimes when we are under pressure, we don't even think of these things. So you want to make sure that you are breaking down your task into small pieces. For example, right, let's say you have to assemble a chair or something of that kind, right? It can be overwhelming, right? It can be overwhelming when you are giving all of these parts to put together, right? Or if you are given a task to, complete a report, right? With all the things that, you're expected to put in that report, it looks so overwhelming. What you will need to do is you will need to kind of break it down into pieces. So for example, if you're using the chair example here, you want to make sure that you're looking at the steps, the two bolts has to, the bolts and nut that has to go together, things like that. If you're doing, let's say, a report, to somebody, you want to make sure that you are addressing, all the pieces that needs to be addressed, one paragraph at a time and so on. So don't get too overwhelmed looking at the big picture. And again, the question that you will have to ask yourself is, what is it that needs to be completed now? That's a question you will have to ask yourself, right? And then you do what needs to be completed now. Don't be overwhelmed with what people are telling you, your coworker, they're coming to you and they're saying to you, oh, all of this needs to be completed. All of that, John said that this has to be completed, and this person said, well, it has to be done today, and things like that kind. All of those can add pressure, no question about that. So what you would want to do, you will want to follow, the few strategies that I share with you here, and I can assure you, life will be so much more better for you. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. My name is Narine Sookram. Wishing you a great today and even better tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon.